as we talked about in the first video, just a few minutes ago, we learned E5, we learned an A5, and we learned a B5. Three chords right there together that we're going to use to build this piece of music on. And I'm not going to get too crazy or try to be too flashy or anything, because I'd probably just make a fool of myself. But anyway, the next thing we're going to learn is to add the shuffle element, because we're going to do this as a blues shuffle piece. So we've got our E5, we've got our A5, we've got our B5. Okay? Now, we add that shuffle by simply using our third finger, our ring finger, this one here, and we're going to put it on each string that we're fretting 2 frets up from the dominant fret finger, for lack of a better way to say it. So if we have our E5, we've taken our first finger, we put it on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. To make the shuffle element, or to add that in, we take our ring finger and put it on the 4th fret of that 5th string. So it's going to sound something like this. Okay? Now, the reason we call it that shuffle is because as we pick up our strumming pattern, which is going to be just a double downstroke pattern, you don't have to worry about the B right now because it is kind of a stretch and we use our pinky rather than our ring finger. But it's this. Here's our B5. We put our pinky on the 6th fret of the 4th string. All the while maintaining that B5. So, that's our shuffle element. Now, what I said when I meant what I meant when I said the double downstroke. Each time we start playing a different chord, i.e. at the beginning of the song, and then each time we change to the A, back to the E, to the B, we are going to do one single downstroke of our chord. Okay? From that point on, as long as we're playing that chord, if we're playing that E5, we're going to do double downstrokes, which is just doing it twice quickly. So what it's going to sound like is our single to start the chord. Did you hear that? Try it again. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And every other offset strum, we do that shuffle. Each time we change to a new chord, or we begin the song, the reason we lose one, we only do a single downstroke, is because at that point we're in the process of changing chords, and it's kind of gives us a little pause there, which adds a little bit of a dramatic element to the song. So we're going to go a 4 count on the E, a 4 count on the A, and an 8 count back to the E. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now an 8 count on the A. 4 count on the E. Sorry, an 8 count. 8 count on the E. 5, 6, 7, 8. To the B, a 4 count. To the A, a 4 count. Then to the E, a 4 count. And that's going to be the end of that section. And there would normally be a turnaround there. I'll show you when we get there. But, so, yeah, we went from the 8A to the 8E. Now we're going to the B. turnaround is something that then would take that bar, those bars, and tie it into the next one. It could be, in most cases, it could be a simple walk from the A5 up to the B5. There's all kinds of different variations of it. One of my favorites is that one there. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video. This thing sounds cool. But anyway, so I'm going to play it one time through, just the basic strumming of the chords, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to go through and I'm going to add things to it. Each time I'm going to add something, try to add something new. I'm going to totally improvise, come up with it by the seat of my pants. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I won't make too big of a fool of myself. So, as I said, we're going to play those bars one time through. I'm not going to do a turnaround. I'm just going to transition straight from that into the next one. And I don't have an intro worked up. Excuse me. I haven't done that yet. So, maybe me and the songwriter can talk about that. So, one time through, then I'm going to add more stuff. And the things I'm going to be adding are from this E minor pentatonic scale. And I'm also going to be maybe doing, and I'm going to be doing some fills and things like that. And you got to remember, the way I kind of look at it, I don't know if this is the right way to look at it, but that basic shuffle is our, for all intents and purposes, since we only got one guitar, that's our rhythm section. Everything that I add on top of that, or that we would add on top of that, is going to be the melody, the guitar part. So, without further ado, because I've down to 3 minutes, so we'll try this out. Remember, this is all improvised, so we'll see what happens. So, I didn't add too awful much. I was kind of tired here, so I'll try it again, maybe another video, and we'll just do it a couple times through, and maybe by that time you'll have either decided to not watch these videos anymore, or gotten yourself a guitar, or taken one out of the closet, and learned that simple 3-chord shuffle, E5, A5, B5.